Hey guys, it's Ron Sliker here with Radiant Technology Solutions. We're doing an SMB Connect video. We're here with Fred and Nicole from Q the Experts Realty.
Yep,
How you doing today, guys?
very good. We're very thankful to have that you have us here. So, Nicole, I'm sure
Yeah, no,
there's
thanks, Ron. That's really awesome for you to open up your forum to us. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah, happy to have you guys. I did one of these videos with you guys in the past, and I thought it was a
Yep.
great idea, and I just wanted to return the favor. So tell people about Q the Experts, the husband and wife real estate duo that's going to take over the world.
in a hand,
Ta-da!
in a handbasket, right?
Mhm.
So, maybe I'll start off by just before we get into the business, just a little bit about myself personally. I'm the lesser half of the
Well,
Q.
you're like the Q part of the experts, right? Quinones.
I created the Q,
Well,
but you know what I mean.
yeah.
So my name is Fred, of course. I'm a father, a husband. We have a lovely little daughter, Nadia, who's 11, right? Some of my hobbies is I like sports in general, but as I'm getting a little older, it's becoming a lot more difficult. But I love playing basketball and softball. We used to play in the Clearwater League all the time for about 5 years until COVID hit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a sensei in karate actually,
Oh
and I
wow.
teach in Dunedin. And because of COVID, that's taken a little bit of a back seat. But it's been a great experience, and it kind of teaches me like the discipline of just hard work and honor and taking care of community and being a part of something bigger than yourself. So that's a little bit about myself. So Nicole.
Yeah, well, I'm a wife and a mom and a realtor. Um, well, what do I like doing? We go to Disney, we go to the beach. I do a lot of dishes, a lot of laundry, sell a lot of houses.
Yeah.
It's like COVID has, really, taken away travel, right? And,
Yeah.
other things that we like to do, but we're maintaining and we're being thankful still because that's important. And, we're just trucking along like everybody else in 2020,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
making through.
it's been an interesting year for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a little bit about like the original question about business, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, if you can see the little ticker in the background in our background, we are a husband and wife team, Q the Experts, and our brokerage is powered by EXP Realty. EXP Realty is one of the fastest growing brokerages in the country and probably most likely in the world at this point. And we're an agent owned brokerage, which is new to the world, right? Cloud based brokerage, and we're very honored to be a part of this initiative, this wave, right? Especially in the year that we've had that's so difficult.
Yeah.
We've been able to work nonstop. Being an essential worker in the state of Florida, we were able to work through the cloud-based platform that EXP offers, and we've been able to help still satisfy our clients throughout the whole year. And the thing is that for us, and I don't want to be the only person, this to say a little bit about us, but when you're dealing with us, you're dealing with people that just honestly and truly care about our clients, the community, the people that we experience, the people that we're around. And due to our prior experience, which I think Nicole can explain in a moment, we're not only just realtors. We have a lot of professional experience that gives us the ability to be able to have different and more in-depth conversations with our clients than just the standard, realtor who essentially gets a license, which gives us a lot more credence. It gives us more power to be able to help our clients, right, Nicole?
Yeah, I mean, from the initial, meeting and understanding on what they're looking for and what their goals are, what they're trying to accomplish, we bring our prior experience to the table. If I was in finance and accounting for, don't want to give away your, how old you are,
Yeah.
for a long time,
21.
couple and a half decades, right?
Yeah.
But I was in the post-closing part of title and processing, and we have the life experience behind it too, to be able to relate to our clients, our first-time home buyers and folks that are selling their first home and purchasing their second, and what that transition looks like. So we're excited to help. We never want to have our client going to, bed at night 3 months later and, regretting a decision that, they've worked so hard for, right? Buying a home is like, it's so personal, and it touches everybody's life, so that's why we became realtors, because we want to have that impact in something so important, so.
Yeah, well, it's really, really important. I think, I kind of have an example of the other side of that, unfortunately. When we purchased our house, we came and saw it during the day.
Mhm.
And, we knew that there was a baseball park behind us, but we didn't realize that every night at 7 o'clock, those bright baseball field lights were pointing right in our back windows.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's pretty bright out there at night, but thankfully we got some good blinds up to kind of block that out.
Well, when the time comes, Ron, and you want to, stake a sign in front of your home, we're glad to help
We're the
with that.
ones for you.
Absolutely.
And whoever thought that, your backyard would be a missile site, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you get some people hitting home runs, they're going to be coming right into your backyard, right?
And fortunately, they'd have to hit it a little bit harder than I think they can, but
I was going to say the dogs are happy.
So, yeah, they're little leaguers. They're not quite there yet. If you get
Okay.
some
Okay.
professionals out there, they'd probably put a hole in the window.
But another thing that I'd just like to say is that, many individuals, when they're looking to find a realtor, right? We always are very candid with our clients and want to make sure that you're the proper fit for not only ourselves, but we're the proper fit for you. So we're very open in asking questions of our clients to make sure that we are the proper fit. One thing that we pride ourselves in is that you're not just getting one realtor, you're getting two, right?
And they're experts.
Yeah.
Yes. Truly experts, right? So once again, we're very much a part of being a large part of the experience for them. We want to make sure that our clients truly understand that this is a very important decision. And based on our prior experience with this experience, we can help make sure that people who are buying a home don't find themselves in a financial position where they've made a commitment for 30 years and now they realize, oh my God, I can't go on vacations, I can't do this or that. We explain situations with the lending process. We're not lenders, but because we have this ability and experience, we can help with fielding questions that you would ask your lender when trying to get a mortgage, right?
Yeah. And
We
it's a
align
lot easier
ourselves.
to ask you than it is to call up Wells Fargo and ask them a question.
Yeah, and the thing is that we also kind of just make sure that at the end of the day that the experience is as great as it can be, because once again, it's a life event. It's something that you're going to remember when it's time for you to look back and say, wow, do you remember the memories we made? You don't want to remember a nightmare of an experience when you
Yeah.
purchased maybe your first home, right? So, and when it comes to selling a home, Nicole, if you want to talk about a little bit what we do when we're helping sellers who are looking to sell a home.
Sure. I mean, there's people that, go to list their home and they go with the first realtor that they speak to. It's important that you interview that realtor that's going to list your home, because you're putting a lot of faith in them, right? You have this home that you've built a lot of equity in. You want to make sure that your property is going to be posted with professional photos. Let's start there. Like that's basic. That's basic real estate 101. Don't
Don't take your own
it hurts my
pictures.
heart. No, seriously, it hurts my heart when I see photos, that are taken with an iPhone and somebody's in the bathroom mirror. It's like,
Yeah, I've seen that one a couple times.
don't do that to your clients. Like, just to set yourself up to make sure that you are asking all the right questions. We'll come in and see what you currently, have going on and offer suggestions on staging. Decluttering is super important. Depersonalizing your home is also important, because you want to, give that feeling when somebody's walking in the home, if that's the home for them, if they're looking at all your stuff that's, everywhere, and, you have, self-portraits of yourself all over your walls, we're going to help you. We're going to help you figure that part out. So it is important. It's an important decision. So,
yeah. So, another couple of things that people don't realize about realtors, and this is where we would help also inform, and we try to do videos each week on our page to try and give little tips. They call it a did you know, right? So that people who aren't prepared and would like to be prepared could watch some of these videos to get better understood about what this important decision is. Like, we have a referral network, and especially with EXP, we have a huge referral network, so that people don't realize that if we have a friend or a family or a client that lives in another state, we can actually interview realtors on behalf of a client or a friend in another state, which we're actually doing right now.
Oh, wow.
And we can help them interview and make sure that they're aligned with the best realtor for them, instead of just walking into the next brick and mortar building that goes there and getting whomever. We actually make sure that they get the best ones that they can get, and it actually works out best for them. And, we work with people who are moving from different states. We have a huge base of friends still in New York that are all leaving to come to New York and
Florida.
moving to different states. Oh, I'm sorry, to Florida. My bad.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that we can do. And the fact of the matter is that we do it with honor. We do it with love and attention. We do it with care. We try and have a lot of fun. If you can't tell, we're a bunch of clowns when we need to, but we're very professional when it's time to take care of our clients. So we want to make the experience as best as possible. So
yeah,
awesome.
And we're able to field a lot of those questions, right? There's even something so simple, and I'm not going to dive too far down the rabbit hole, but even when a home buyer, right, they're excited, they're like, I'm going to go buy a house. It's so important right now, and right now that we're in a seller's market where there's not that much inventory, but you have a ton of buyers because the rates are super low.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, I want to buy a house. It's like, okay, have you spoke to a lender yet? Are you pre-qualified? Oh, well, I know I want a house, right? But that's really your very first step is getting pre-qualified for a loan. And then even tips on when they're looking after you've gone through that process and they're looking at taxes, right? You're like, oh my gosh, taxes on this house are $5,000, but look at this house, it's only $1,700. Those taxes really have no bearing on that home buyer. That's based on the current owner, but a lot of people don't know that. So
yeah,
and that's
we try to educate as much as we can. That's something that one of our core values is educating our clients.
Yeah.
And when somebody's going to get pre-qualified, it's not a whole lot that goes into that, right? I mean, it's just going and talking to a bank, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to get.
And people kind of get really skittish when it comes to that. And like when we're talking to a new client, like Nicole said, it's one of the first things. I would kind of just say one thing on top of what Nicole said. you know, really the first person you should talk to is us, right? Nicole and Fred, right? And then after that, we'll give you the guidance and say, okay, did you talk to a lender already? And if you haven't, you know, we also align ourselves with, you know, preferred vendors in all realms of business, like yourself, Ron, with
Yeah.
any IT needs, right? But we would talk to them and say, listen, it's really not a big process. To pre-qualify yourself, you know, you need less information. They might ask you for some W-2s or some check
Pay
stubs or,
stubs.
you know, things like that. You know, do you have a pulse?
Yeah.
Well, are you employed, right? You
Yeah.
know, things like that.
But
So,
when you get into a pre-qualification, you know, that it will ask, I mean, a pre-approval, they'll ask for more information, but it's still a very quick process to
Yeah.
know
yeah,
what
Yeah,
you
just to
can
give you an
get
idea
yourself
of,
into.
what kind of property you should be looking at. If if you're making $50,000 a year, you shouldn't be looking at property that's, $500,000 or something along those lines, right?
Yeah, well, you know, that's the thing. And that's where we kind of come in and put our expertise and our care into it. We have those conversations with our clients to make sure that they're asking the lender the proper questions in case they're not prepared for that. You know, like, what do you really, have you looked at your finances? Have you looked at your personal expenses to know what is it you're really comfortable, you know, with when it comes to that particular monthly payment that you're looking for, so that you don't find yourself looking at houses, even though you're qualified for a house that's, let's say, $300,000, right? But your
Mm,
budget really is only talking about 275. Let's not even have you looking at those houses because you have goals for yourself, right?
yeah.
So,
And you don't want to put yourself in a bad situation ever.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And that's so important, because it's going to affect every aspect of your life
Yeah.
moving forward. So,
Yeah, it is the most expensive investment that you'll make in most people's lifetime, right? So,
For
um,
sure. Well, like you
yes,
said, the first step is to get a hold of you guys. So how can people do that?
yeah, it's a good segue there, Ron. Um, so there's various ways in which you can, you know, get in touch with us. There's, our website, which is www.qtheexperts.com, but it's a little funny. It's QTHE and then XPERTS.com. And I'm sure you'll provide that as well.
Yes.
We have Q the Experts at eXp Realty on Facebook. We're on as well on LinkedIn. We're on Instagram as well. And we also have a YouTube channel as well where I do all the videos that we post on social media, the Did You Knows, the Cue the Spotlights like you were in, and all these other community comparatives are all videos there that you can go and reference if you want to learn a little bit more about real estate and some topics that I bring up to help our clients out or future
and
clients.
I think the best number to get us on is 866-836-7968. Right, Fred? Is that the number?
Actually, it's 866.
Oh, God.
Yes, 866-736-7968.
Awesome.
And of course, you can email either Nicole or myself at our first name dot last name. So it's Fred.Quinones at exprealty.com and Nicole.Quinones at exprealty.com.
Yes.
Awesome. It sounds like there's all kinds of ways to get a hold of you guys. If for any reason,
Absolutely.
somebody can't get a hold of you, they can always call me and I will send them your way.
Awesome. Thanks, Ron. Thanks so much for taking the time with us. We really appreciate it.
And thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
It's been great. And look forward to seeing you guys again real soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anybody needs some great IT consulting work or needs their network set up or anything, Ron is really the person to talk to. So you need to connect with him.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.